What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. This is another design video for our design series, and this one is on tables. And we got a bunch of tables. I think we got 70 tables. Well, it was 67 when we counted, but we added some more, so we're probably at 70 or 71 now. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. And first of all, I want to give shout outs to Macho Goose, Keylon1977, and Thray Golis for helping me out. They really helped me out on coming up with all these designs. A lot of designs here, and definitely credit to them. Thank you guys for helping me. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started, and let's get right into this. And we can throw out a ton of designs. And so we're just going to go F1. Like, actually, we're probably going to be changing blocks throughout, but yeah, it doesn't matter. So as we're going through this, we're just going to kind of look through the table designs. We're not really going to look at the detail on top. Well, I guess we can, just kind of, because there's different designs, different tables, and they all have, like, whatever crap on it. So first of all, what we have here is a chess table, and what you do in order to get this is you go ahead and grab a cobweb texture. So I guess we'll just go ahead and grab a cobweb for now. And you go ahead and head through until you reach your, looks like the hook thing to pull up cargo that you would use for cranes and such. And then you use the biome tool and you go through until you get that, and then that's what makes that, and it works really well. By the way, guys, I am using the Conquest resource pack by Monsterfish. It is a pack that uses the metadatas and biome features that Minecraft offers. Now, this is only accessible on 1.7.10 until we can get it figured out in 1.7.8, 9, etc. and above. So, yeah, you'll have to come back to 1.7.10 until we do. But if you want to really easily access all of this awesome stuff, you can just join the Raven.org server and get accustomed to it. And then there are ways you can learn the ways to use this on your own personal servers or start up your own server, etc. But Raven.org is the place to get started. At least get started, and maybe you'll enjoy the community afterwards or whatever. But let's get right into this. So this is just a fence piece with a pressure plate on top. By the way, the pressure plates are just stone pressure plate metadata. So you just take your stone pressure plates, as you can see here, pressure plate, and you can go through. And then this is the same thing with a card table on top, and then you have the wood pressure plate on top. Now this is just trapdoors, and we also on the Raven server have a feature that allows for floating trapdoors. So basically you can just go ahead and use this for railings, tables, whatever you want, and it allows for that, floating trapdoors. So that is a really cool feature that I really love about the server. Now this is the Cauldron metadata. If you go through the Cauldron biomes, it provides you with this cauldron. And yeah, this is a really cool biome version. It provides a table with no, so it looks like an actual table, and I love this idea. Monster did an amazing job on that. But yeah, that's just very basic. Now this here is a piston. And in order to get this, you would have to activate it on a plot that has activated redstone. Then you would just copy the piston top, and then you could bring it over and use it for however you want. I'll just show you that really quick. So say that this see this over here? I put a piston over here. See, if I take away the candle, it turns off, and then you do that. But in order to get that, all you got to do is take your copy tool, which is your stick. You go ahead and shift left click, and you come over here, and then say you want to put it right there. And you do that right there. And you can change through the metadatas just like this, and it makes for a pretty cool thing that you can use for wagon wheels, whatever you want. So that's just a little snippet, but let's try to get through this a little quicker because we don't want to be stuck here. Anyway, this is a Cobble window design. It's a little funky looking, but if you can use it, cool. It's just there as an idea. By the way, guys, in order to get here, all you gotta do is warp arc, and you can warp here, and I'll tell you guys at the end how to get here and all that stuff. But anyway, this here is another basic table design. All you do is the upside down stairs with the two slabs in the middle. I think we're just going to go in rows, up and down. But yeah, let's go ahead and go this one. This is very basic, just like the first one, but too thick. Now this one here, as you can see, is the stairs, but they're all connecting. together. So it only looks like one block, but it's in the middle, and it looks like you can get your legs underneath on all sides. Now this is the same thing, but it is 3 wide, 3 by 2, and you have the 2 oak wood stairs in the middle, just like that. Now this is the trapdoors. You can use the trapdoors like that, and that looks really nice. And this is the biome version of the trapdoors. And again, since we have the floating plugin that allows, or the everything on everything plugin allows you to be able to do that. Really simple. Here's more pistons, but 2 wide. Now here's a different table design. As you can see, you have the 2 anvils with a floating pressure plate in the middle. And now this here, some of you might not know about this, but this is actually brown carpet. Now all you gotta do is switch to the biomes, and then voila, there you go. You got yourselves like wooden planks that you can use for tabletops, and you're gonna see that throughout the rest of the plot. So yeah. Anyway, here's another one. This is a little funky design, but it's just something you can have. Now this one's just silly. Yeah, that's all that is, just with gold and pressure plates around. Now this is Ducon's Little Helper number 2. Ducon's Little Helper number 1 is over on the torture devices. So now here is a sort of a smaller banquet table. It's just dark oak with the upside down stairs. Just kind of look at that, whatever. Now here is another table design, but this one is a little more, as you can see, bulky. This would be for more of a banquet hall and such, and it works out pretty well. But as you can see, you variate the colors to add a little bit more, like you make it look better that way. And it does look better that way. Now what you could do is you could put tables, or you could put chairs at the end. So a chair here, here, there, and then at the end of each. And then that would be a pretty good table design, I think. So yeah. Now here is another table, very simple. Very simple. These are just base blocks that you can use as the wood plank metadatas. Now here is another one, except that doesn't have the stair pieces. It has the trap doors as the ends, and it works out pretty good. But yeah, and then this here is another table. Now this one, we use the hoppers. Now some of you might not be aware, but if you just place a normal hopper and you switch through the biomes, so let's switch through to, for this example, the Forest Hill biome, it makes it into a full wooden block like that. You connect it with oak wood, or oak half slabs, and then voila, there you go, works very well. Now it looks like this here is a Maesters table, and this one is just the books. So in order to get this, you just get the book block in your inventory, and you go ahead and place that down. So let's just go ahead and place our book down. You get our metacycler, and boom, done. Right there, lovely. Oh, I love the metadatas. Here's another one, sort of like a tax collector's table. Now this is one that I really liked right here. Now this, you have the invisible glass blocks underneath, and you put 2 cobble wall variations of the oak textures, and then it allows you to be able to do this, and you put those the brown carpets on top, and it provides that texture, and that's just love it. I love this table. Now here's just a stone table, very simple. Now don't forget, guys, that you have the stone full blocks. A lot of people might forget that, but you got to place the 2 slabs together, and then bam, you can go ahead and use the metadatas and get back to that. And also the ID for that is 43:8. So you can just do I 43:8, and then you'll have the full block, as far as I know. So I 48:3, or I did the wrong. Yeah, I did the wrong way. 43:8. I 43:8. My bad. And then there you go. You get the full stone slab block. Now here's another one. It's just the same thing as this with the hoppers, and it's just 1 thick. Now here is another one with the dragon eggs underneath. It's a really funky design, but in order to get dragon eggs, all you gotta do is do /I 122, and it provides you the dragon eggs, and then you can just switch through the metadatas until you get to the right one, which is the spruce looking one, and then bam, done. And you can make your table. So here's another banquet table. As you can see, we put the flowers on top, and of course the flowers are a biome-specific version of the grapevines, so you guys can figure that out. But this has the hoppers underneath and has them every 2 blocks from each other, and that works out pretty well in the end, I think. And you have a pretty good separation, and it looks pretty nice. It looks pretty, doesn't look too shabby. Now here is a large version of the cauldron table, as you can see, and this looks pretty well. There's a little too many legs. I think if there was a way to like like take that leg out and say that leg out or something like that. I don't know. If there was a way to do that, that'd be cool. But yeah, there's another table. Now here's another one here. But this is the cauldron on one side, cauldron on the other side, and then the trapdoors in the middle. Works pretty well. And then here's one with the brown carpets on top. Same thing as this one, but just brown carpets on top. And then here is another one, but this one is the brown carpets. Here, I'll just show you how to build this one really quick. All you gotta do is that. You do it 2 apart actually, like that, and then you go ahead and take, I'm sorry, 1 apart. My bad. Like so. And then you take your fence pieces and you go inwards there, and you go inwards there. You take your carpet and you go ahead and go across like so, like that. You go ahead and grab that biome, go through, and then boom, done. So that's how you make that table. Really easy, really simple. Even a caveman can do it. Well, I don't think a caveman would be doing this. But anyway, this here is a saw table. Like you can go ahead and put a saw on here and whatever. It's supposed to be sawdust. And yeah, that works pretty well. This is a map table, so this is like if this would be in a war room or such. Same thing with this one over there. Don't forget that you also have this here. Some of you might forget that you have the map block, but all you gotta do is place a half slab of any of the woods, go through the metadatas, and then eventually you'll get to the map right there. So here is another one of those tables. You guys can easily see that. Here's another map table. Simple designs, just 6 map pieces, and then the upside down stairs on either side. Now here's another banquet table that I liked. This one here is one that really turned out pretty good. You give it a kind of like an artsy design for the stairs. You kind of like go upside down that way, upside down this way, same way, and then yeah, you just kind of come up with a neat design and whatever. But this is kind of like a buffet table. So this would be like in the middle of the room, and then you have like the banquet tables around, and then people would come here to get their food and such. And so like they have the beverages over here, some bread, some cakes, and then maybe this would be some greens and stuff there. I don't know. You guys decide. It'd be cool if there was different kinds of like metadatas and stuff. Like maybe, you know, would be a cool idea is a pressure plate that looked like a vegetable platter or some kind of platter like had like carrots on one side, broccoli, different kinds of vegetables, and maybe one with that fruits on it or something. That would be really cool. That would be a really cool tabletop detail, is having pressure plates with food on it. So if Monsters watch this video, or if you guys see Monster, go ahead and suggest that to him. That'd be awesome. I could suggest it to him too, but I'm most likely going to forget. Now here's another table design, and you can use the rock textures of the trapdoors. That looks pretty good. Works pretty well. So it looks like this is supposed to be a meat or a butcher's maybe. I don't know. Why is there meat there? I don't. That beats me. So here's another table that I really like. This is actually a variation, but Macho Goose came up with the original design, but then I came up with the I put the fence pieces in the middle, and that's pretty much it actually. All I did was put the and I added the middle piece, but that doesn't matter. But still, Macho's Goose came up with this design. It looks really nice. Good job, Blancho. But basically, you just put the red carpets in the middle, the brown carpets are on the outside. You put the fence pieces, and then you go ahead and put the invisible glass in the middle, and then yeah, so that works out pretty well. Good job. Good job. Now here is another one. This one's just kind of a little funky design. You just go ahead and put the anvils like that, and yeah, overall that's just a funky design. Now here is an interesting design that you can use. It's basically just the carved stone, and then you have the upside down stairs in the middle, and then that provides sort of like a dwarven style table, maybe? I don't know. This one's kind of funky. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but maybe, I don't know, maybe someone wants a green table in their home. And yeah, that's what that is. So here's another stone table. This is kind of like the stone corner. As you can see, there's lots of stone tables and stuff over here. But anyway, yeah, this is another stone table, and you just have the stone trapdoors on the side. Now remember, the trapdoors are biome specific, so you gotta go through with the blaze rod and change the biome of it. Now here is another table design, very interesting. Basically, it's just a mix of cobbles. So like you use the dark like cobble that no one ever uses on the sides in the middle. Like literally, I don't know who anyone that uses that. Maybe one of these days I need to try to figure out a way to use that block. There has to be a way, but it's really funky to use. And then, yeah, it's basically like Mayans, like you sacrifice on it or something, like a ritual table, maybe? I don't know. Now, here is a round table design that looked pretty interesting that I wanted to share with you guys. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. Hopefully, you guys enjoy that. Basically, it's just the pillar blocks in the middle. We put lots of golden books on it. Brown carpets on top, and then the biome-specific anvils on the sides. And then that turns out pretty good. Now, basically, this is the same thing as the middle of this. It's just the pillar blocks for the middle. Now here is an iron table. We just wanted to use the blocks and it worked out pretty well. So if you have any use for an iron table, basically iron blocks are nether brick. So you just get them both by nether brick and they're biome specific. So all you gotta do is go cycle through these until you get to the right biome. And yeah, so the base block is nether brick. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. Now here is another stone table that works out pretty well. You can do a lot of stuff on it. Pretty interesting. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, it works out pretty well. As you can see, now the interesting thing is the top of this. How did he do this? He went through the biomes. Oh, it's biome specific. Or is it? Yes, it is biome specific. So it's jungle, like it's a jungle biome. See? See if I change the biome of that, it would change. But yeah, if you make it jungle, that changes the top. So that is really neat. I hadn't thought about that. I hadn't thought about the top texture. That is actually a really neat texture. But then again, biome specific sucks in general. I really wish Mojang would support us a little better. Now here is another table design. It's kind of the same as that one in a way, but it's just a little bit different. But yeah, it gives you the idea of what you could do with that design a little more. Here's one with a cobble middle. Won't really support because cobble would just kind of crumple. Now this is probably one of my, if not my favorite designs of the tables. Now obviously you can't put anything on top of it, but anyway, this is actually snow. And in order to make this into that texture, you go through the biomes and you can get this texture. And it's like, it's the ash texture. Now, in order to build this, we're just going to build a 2 wide one right here. So we're just going to do that. And what we need to do is we need to put some invisible glass in the middle. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. Cycle through the glass until you get to your proper glass, which is the invisible glass. Go through that. Good. Now we're going to grab our snow and bam, we're just going to go ahead and place that. Actually, I'm going to show you how to do this really quick. I don't want to cheat on you, which I was just about to. But anyway, we're just going to get the single layer of snow, just like that. See how that's thin? That doesn't look like it could support itself. Like, just think that this is like one big solid piece of stone. Now, in order to change that, like if you just place snow on top, it's not going to place. So you got to use your metacycler and go one thicker all the way through. There you go. Now you go ahead and take your biome and then voila. That works out pretty good, right? Yeah, I just wanted to show you that to you guys, and that is a really cool design. That again is by Macho Goose. Macho Goose came up with some really cool designs. Really like how he comes up with designs. He really puts a lot of effort into making something really original. But anyway, here is another one. You have the birch fences and you have the brown carpets on top. And now this is a really funky design here. It has the, what are those called? The scales? Yeah, scales on either side as the table thing that holds up the table. So that's really interesting. Yeah, tell me what you guys think about that. Now here's another one. And here's another one, some funky table designs. Now these are actually pressure plates, or not pressure plates, trapdoors, and you place them on top just like that. And you go through the biomes until you get the right texture. And then here is some more glass blocks. So like this is actually a glass block, guys. So all you gotta do is just get a normal glass block. You go through the biomes, and then there we go. Right there is the, or not the biomes, the metadatas. And you get this block, or that style of block, the texture block. Yes. Yes. Texture. Goodness. Here's another one right here. Really simple, just the chains underneath. Here's another one right here. I like this one, and I also like this one. Just some kind of like white tables. You know, if you guys have ever need of white tables, definitely something you can use if you want. Now, since I have better snow on, these 4 in the middle aren't supposed to be on, so I'm not going to turn it off. But still, like, for those of you that don't have better snow on, you won't be able to see those 4 things of snow, and it goes down to nether brick, or not nether brick, nether quartz blocks. So here is another one, really simple, upside down stairs with a pressure plate, or the trapdoors in the middle. And then here is a table with iron bars as the supports. And then you got yourself a wine bottle table that should have been sectioned off. And then you have yourself a cabinet table here. But anyway, I think that's about all of them, and I think this is like 70 table designs. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a comment. Tell me what some other design tutorials that you would like to see, because I have an enormous list, and I can't wait to just fill this whole like area up full of designs. So if you ever have any questions, all you gotta do is come join the Raven.org server and warp arc, and then you can look around and just enjoy all of this. Now, the reasoning behind all this is just to help everyone, give everyone just a, if they need a little bit of a push, or a little bit if they're stuck on something, that's what this is all is here for, just to give you guys a large variety of ideas that will hopefully be able to help you in your future builds. So, but yeah, all you gotta do in order to get here is do /warp arc while you're on the Raven.org server. Press enter. There you go, and you're gonna find yourself here, and then you can just kind of go up and fly around. So you have an example of a really cool plot here for you to enjoy, and then tons of designs all the way around that you can look at and spend, I mean, minutes over, I guess. But for those of you that really like to look at all the details and see all the little things, maybe you'll spend hours here. I don't know. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We do put a lot of time into this kind of stuff, so none of this just takes like 10 minutes. Each of these tutorials to build takes about 2 hours, 3 hours to build, and then it takes a long time to come up with all this stuff. And we try to put all the designs that we can think of at the time into these videos, and then just want you guys to to know that I am there for you. I want to help you out, and yeah, just hopefully that's I don't know how else to say it. But anyway, yep. Warp arc, come here, enjoy the sights, and there is lots more to come. And yes, Keelan decided he wanted to put this ginormous part of his name here. Is cool. Yes, Keelan is cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget that I have a Facebook and a Twitter. You guys can follow me and like me on either of those platforms. You can find the links down below in my description. And don't forget that I also stream on Twitch, so that is a great place to find me building. That's where I build Seabridge. So thank you guys for watching. Till next time, bye-bye.